I was literally sweating because he was so hot. Hey everyone, it's Pia Wurtzbach and you're watching another episode of Cosmo Confessions. It's time to get to know me better. Let's start. Okay, you're putting me on the spot already. My favorite song to sing in the karaoke is not really a song na I can hindi ko naman maabot lahat ng note, but it's Through the Fire. Yan ang piyesa ko. I look in your eyes and I can see we love so dangerously. I can do better than this. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. Through the fire, through the limit, through the wall. For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Bigay todo pala eh, no? Thank you guys. Thank you, Arnetta. Oh, my best concert experience changed my life. So I was going through a breakup and then I watched Keen. They are a British band. They came to the Philippines. I watched their concert. I was at the, what do you call it? The pit. Okay, so I was there and I felt like they were singing or he was singing to me. And I just felt something. And shortly after that, I joined Binibini. So that might have switched something in me, you know? That changed my life. I remember that concert. Ooh, I have a lot of memorable fan encounters. I really appreciate it when people sometimes people will come up to me, people living with HIV, they're getting better and that they're really inspired by what I do and they got treatment. So that makes me feel like I'm really doing my job. Those are the best kind of compliments. I also really love it when people name their pets after me. So I've met a cat named Pia. I also met a little boy named Pio. So yeah, those are pretty memorable. And ako naman yung fan. Oh, okay. So I remember after I've just won Miss Universe, I was doing the media tour. I was walking through a hallway. I see Samuel L. Jackson at the end of the hallway. He looks at me and goes, Miss Philippines. And I was like, yes, that's me. Oh my gosh. And then one more time, this was super random. I was walking in New York, randomly lang. Steven Tyler saw me from, parang nagkasalubong kami. And then he pointed at me and said, J-Lo. That's the best compliment. I can't think of just one person that I really like, but I did have a Meteor Garden phase. So that wasn't my first, but that was a time where I remember really being a fangirl and watching all of the episodes. I was going to ABS-CBN a lot at that time because ABS-CBN had a school and I was going to school there. I know, it's a weird fun fact. It used to have a school. So, papasok ko sa school and the recording studio where they do the Meteor Garden recording is there. So I met the guy who dubs the voice of Dao Mingsu. So I asked him to say, Pia, mahal na mahal kita. So sinabi niya and I made it my ringtone. My husband, Jeremy Jauncey. Sorry, biased. The first time I said I love you, well, thankfully, with Jeremy, he was the one who said it first. So, haba ng hair ko. And then, of course, I said it right away. I mean, come on. And then, shortly after, he also asked me to be his girlfriend. And that happened during New Year's Eve. So, that was really sweet. I was 13 at that time. I tried to date the guy, hindi natuloy because my mom found out. And then I was so heartbroken. I really thought that my world was ending and I cried and I even wrote my mom a really long, 3 pages yata ng yellow pad paper na reasons on why this guy is right for me. So I tried to change her mind by writing her a letter, but of course it didn't work. So I'm super generous. Like, I love giving gifts to my friends, my family. Even when they don't ask, I just shower them with gifts. Sometimes some of them think that I'm trying to buy their affection or trying to bribe them. But no, it's really just like, I just love gifting things. Jeremy, not so much. He doesn't really like it. So he likes quality time instead and acts of service. So, yeah, there you go. My deal breaker for sure is cheating. That's number one. Alam na natin yan. Also, keeping big secrets. I feel like in relationships, you gotta be honest with each other and be upfront about the big important things that you should be talking about or things that you should know. I don't think I can date a guy who's homophobic and who is misogynistic. Those are things that I can't, I mean, even as a friend, I cannot deal with it. I can't. Sorry. Not sorry. Well, the first time I met Jeremy was kind of awkward. Hi, hello lang. But our first date, I remember being a little nervous because I was like, am I really doing this? I don't really know this guy. Although I like him because he's cute. And I remember looking at myself one last time in front of the mirror just as I was walking out the door and thinking, but what if this was the one? But what if, like, crazy, I know, but what if this was my future husband? I actually thought that before we went on our first proper sit-down date. And nagkatotoo. My first impression of him, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. So, di bumaba na ako. And he wore this, I still remember what he was wearing. He wore a white shirt and he had this leather jacket on and he looked so good. I swear to God, I couldn't understand why this guy wasn't an actor or a model or a celebrity because he looked so good that I started sweating. I'm not kidding. Like, nainitan ako. And then I had to take my coat off and be like, what, like the aircon in here, like it's so hot. Some lie like that. I had to like make something up just so I don't look like I was literally sweating because he was so hot. The best thing about being a newlywed, I don't think much has changed. We're still doing the same routine. I think the only thing I'm getting used to now is addressing him as my husband, that's new, and calling myself Pia Jauncey or Pia Wurtzbach Jauncey. But other than that, everything is great. I suppose one of the most memorable ones was the first out of the country trip we did together, which was in Bawa in Indonesia. That was the first one because that was my first time to visit a private island. I didn't know those things exist. Na meron palang mga isla na with only one hotel and only a limited number of rooms, and it's so private, but also it's just really nice because they really preserve the place. And there are many places like this pala around the world. He opened my eyes to this kind of experience. And there's also a few of these in the Philippines. I learned it was very ideal because we were, still getting to know each other. And there were no distractions. It was just us with nature, the ocean, no phones. We tried to keep our phones away. And I swear we would talk for hours and hours and walk for hours and hours. And it's just the best kind of vacation is when you're switched off of your gadgets and you just connect. Ngayon kasi people don't like this advice anymore in the pageant world. I get tagged sometimes and people make a mockery out of this quote now. I don't know why, but know when to peak used to be a really good advice, and I took it seriously. On the days where I didn't really need to waste my energy, I would rest and save my energy for the moments that mattered, for the nights that mattered, for the moments where I needed to perform. And then the moments in between, I would be okay being really low-key and kind of just bonding with the other girls. Not really embarrassing, but for some reason, whenever I'm out of the country and I like to be really low-key sometimes, where I don't even wear any makeup. I just have my hair in a bun and then I wear all black. But of course, I step into a store and then people think I work there. So it's happened to me so many times where people ask me for their size, or people ask me for directions, or like people ask me to get them something. Sometimes I answer na lang because I'm like, it's downstairs. The accessories, it's downstairs. But in my head, I'm like, I don't work here. A really crazy one that I won't forget is that I bought the crown. I don't know how you do that. Or that the president bought the crown for me. We don't use our taxpayers' money like that. Those are some really bad ones. Or that I had to sleep around to get the crown. Mga ganon. Like, there's always some kind of rumor around why I won or how I won. And it's just, I don't know where that comes from. It's not true, just letting you guys know. Well, one of the most prized possessions I have are the memorabilia I have from Miss Universe. Some of them I give away to people that are dear to me. For example, my Philippines sash, I gave it to Tito Albert Andrada because he made the gown for me for free. And so I gave him the sash I wore on the night, yung Philippines, as a gift. I mean, you helped me win. Why wouldn't I give you the sash? But what I've kept though are the original Miss Universe sashes. I have 3. I have a silver, black, and red. And they only give the red ones to the ones that are HIV/AIDS advocates. So I got 3. Unfortunately, I do not have the crown, but I have a little trophy. And yeah, it's there, right next to my UNAIDS trophy. So those are 2 very important prized possessions I have. I hope to show more of my funny side, my goofy side. And Jeremy keeps reminding me, people don't really know how funny you are or how goofy you are. And he says that I worry too much about what other people think because he catches me in moments, or maybe I'll record something really funny, almost uploading it, and then I chicken out, and then I say, ay, wag na lang, di ko na lang i-upload, ganyan. And then so he's like, oh, you'll never post this, sayang, like, you're so funny, you should show more of your personality. I really need to learn how to just let go and let be. I'm learning. I mean, most people know naman that I am funny, but I'm actually funnier. Probably something to do with me being behind the wheel. Yeah, probably something to do with that. I like driving, I really do, but it can also be dangerous. I've had some close calls, and you know, hopefully nothing ever, but probably something along those lines. Yeah. And that's it for today. Now, who would you like to do a Cosmo Confessions next? Comment it in the comment section down below, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on the Cosmo YouTube channel, and also give me a follow on my social media channels as well. Bye!